All right, well, welcome to it. It is the Red Bull Downhill Extreme, an unbelievable event happening on the Kloofnek Road. And we got some mad action for you today. Up here is street luge, inline skate downhill, and skateboard stand-up. Ready for it? Here we come. We're coming at you. Lots of people on hand today to check out the action. 25,000 people. Well, the Downhill Extreme is 3 years old. It's a baby, but I'll tell you what, it's a fat baby. And in those 3 years, we've only crowned 2 champions in each of the categories. Last year on the stand-up skateboard, Manu Antuna, a Frenchman, took it. On the street luge, it was Dave Rogers. And in the inline skate, well, there was an Italian man by the name of Oscar Galeazzo. That right there is Manu Antuna winning it in 2000. And here we see Oscar Galeazzo out in front, putting the shake on. Winner of the 2000 inline skate portion of the Downhill Extreme. Up on the Kloofnek. What about this course anyway? Well, it is a monster, and we're going to hear a little bit about it from a few of the star athletes that are here.
At the start, we have to pushing very hard to go in the first position. 4 riders start all together, pushing hard to do best speed as possible. In a few meters, you have to go at the maximum speed as possible.
3 counts before the corner, I'm going to stand up, rapid air brake. I'm going to be just to the right of the center line. I'm going to grab my rail, move into the inside. I'm going to stay way on the inside on the hay bales. I'm going to come out with more speed, ready for the next hairpin.
After coming out of the 180 up here, I'll be going wide open through here. We're gonna stay as wide as we can into the hay bales. We're gonna try to see the apex. At the last minute, we're gonna have to dive in if we can't see it or not. The good guys that stick are gonna make it, and the guys who don't stick are gonna eat it big. That's street luge.
This is an individual sport, so even though we're a team, we could end up having to race each other in the final, or even eliminating each other from the competition if it happens that way. So, but we like to show up with a little force. We've got 5 riders, sporting the Rogers Brothers logo, and I think we're gonna kick some serious butt down here. So, we practice and train together, and that's our plan, to come down here and take care of business.
Well, we just practice a lot. We don't necessarily plan a certain strategy. We just make sure that we ride on a regular basis. Try to ride almost every weekend if we can. In Southern California, we're pretty fortunate that we can do that. But we just try to stay in top shape and keep on the boards all the time.
Patience is something that's pretty hard to have in this sport, because it's over so quick, and a lot of times you don't think you're going to get a second chance to make a pass or to make a move. So. Your decisions have to come real quick, and it's hard to be patient.
All right, we're going up to the top of this course for heat number 13. This is semifinal action with Dave Rogers out of the USA, Rat Salt also from the US, Darren Lott and Dave All. All these guys, US natives, getting ready to drop the gate for these dudes, and this is going to be a serious semifinal. Top 2 guys in this race will advance to the final. The bottom 2 go to the consolation, and they are out of the gate. And right off the bat, it is Rat Salt with a sort of kind of lead on the rest of the crew there. But here comes Dave Rogers on the inside, trying to make that pass. Does he do it? Looks like he might have it on the inside there. Rat Salt and Dave Rogers looking pretty clean, coming around that first little corner, heading down towards the bottom half of the course. Lott's right there with him. Darren Lott, he is in third place right now. And back there in fourth place, it looks like it's Dave Hall. You can tell because he's got the fire red suit with the black legs. And it right now is Dave Rogers out in front. Ratsalt's got second. Disco Boy holding down second right now. Dave Rogers talking about wanting to come in here and kick some butt. Well, he is way out in front, opening up a good lead, coming out of the second of the two 180-degree hairpin turns here on the Kloop Neck Road, and he is way out in front. Nobody even coming close to Dave Rogers at this point. Ratsalt holding down second place, but Lott is right there with him. Darren Lott battling against Ratsalt, and he wants to take that second place. Dave Rogers, nobody's touching him. He's going to cross that line in first place in this. He'd advance to the final, but the power here goes to Ratsalt, who managed to hold
now
on.
it's Dave All in
Darren
third
Lott and
place.
Dave All
Darren Lott,
to take
something
the
must happen to
second
Darren
place.
Lott.
So Ratsalt and
That's how
Dave
they
Rogers
finish.
advance.
Dave
to
Rogers,
the final.
Ratsalt, Dave All, and
Dave
Darren
All
Lott.
and Darren Lott, well, they get to go up to the consolation final to determine 5, 6, 7, 8. Here we see that's Ratsalt with the disco helmet and suit on. Everything matches with this boy. Rat holding down second the whole way, and there is Darren Lott working hard in these S-bands to try and catch him, but it just didn't happen, and Rat takes second place. So Dave Rogers and Ratsalt, both from the USA, qualifying and going to the final. Not eliminated in this case, but going on to the consolation. Darren Lott and Dave All. Up next, we've got John Fryer, John Rogers, Nick DeField, and Baz Basil. All these guys racing in race number 14. This is semifinal race number 2. The two top guys in this one will round out our final. And the only Australian in here in this entire competition, Nick DeField, doing really well. He's wearing the black with the blue line on his visor, and he is right in there. Hey, but look at this. It's John Rogers out in front. Nick DeField gets relegated back a little bit. There's Baz Basil in the white and red battling hard for that second place, and he does take it. John Fryer working hard there as well. John Fryer, a very strong rider. He's a big boy as well, and he's got lots of weight behind him, so he might do well in this race too. Baz Basil now in second place. John Rogers, Dave Rogers' brother, one of the Rogers team members, is out in front, and he is opening up another lead. And it is Baz Basil in second place right now. But look at this. Look at John Fryer trying to make a move on Baz Basil, going deep on the inside here. It looks like he might be gaining some ground. John Rogers way out in front. Nobody's touching him, but geez, look at this. John Fryer making a real tight move on the inside. Wow, and he takes over second place. Baz Basil battles him back and keeps him on the outside. He keeps second place. Now John Fryer's got second place back. It's going to be tight across the finish line. Oh man, that battle was definitely for second place. And unfortunately, Nick DeField of Australia is out. No doubt about the winner in this one, John Rogers. And I do believe it was John Fryer coming in second place. But it's a tight call there. Baz Basil battling hard with John Fryer for that second place. And we'll have to see with the results who the winner is here in that second place race. Now remember, only the top two guys in each one of these heats will advance to the final, and it's going to be a tight one between John Fryer and Baz Basil. John battling hard from way in back to catch up with Baz Basil and pass Nick DeField from Australia. And you see here these guys racing down a view of the track from one of the riders. Tight corners for these boys. Lots and lots of action, and you got to be on your game all the way down. All right, so we go up to our consolation final, and I guess we know now that it is John Fryer that didn't make it out of there. So John Fryer is in the consolation final. Wait a minute, that's not right. Baz Basil on the left-hand side there. I guess Baz Basil made the left hand and got the third place in that last heat. So it is Dave All, Darren Lott, Nick DeField from Australia, and Baz Basil all in this consolation heat here. and they are tight together. Nick DeField has the lead right now, but Baz Basil rubbing a little leather paint with him. Nick DeField out in the lead. Baz Basil, never one to be battled with too much on these tracks. He doesn't mind bumping and grinding a bit. Nick DeField with the lead. Baz Basil's right on top of him though, and the other guys, they're chasing him down. Dave All, Darren Lott. Don't miss or underestimate these guys. They will blow you away. Here comes Darren Lott. Baz Basil now battles him back. So it's Darren Lott and Baz Basil. Baz Basil with the lead. Darren Lott in second place. Now he's got first place going out of the hairpin. Darren Lott has first place now. Baz Basil's right on his tail. And Nick DeField's got third place. And it looks like Dave All's holding down fourth. Wow, Darren Lott way out in front now. He is winning this one. The Battle of the Bulge. Darren Lott's winning it. And Baz Basil out in second place. Looks like the Aussie Nick DeField has third place right now. Can he hold on to it with Dave All battling him down? Dave All takes him on the inside. Doesn't get him. I don't think so. Oh, here it comes. It's tight. It's going to be Darren Lott across the line at first. Baz Basil's going to make second. Yeah, Nick DeField gets the third. The Aussie comes in third place. And Dave All is fourth. Yeah, and these guys know it's a good race. They're giving each other props. Check out this battle here, though, between Baz Basil in the red and white and Darren Lott in the blue and gray. Baz Basil with the lead going into these turns here, but Darren Lott just cuts him a little short and goes on the inside, which eventually is outside on that turn and takes him over, winning this one. Darren Lott with the win. Baz Basil going to second place. Hey, and we're going to go back up top now for our final. Big race coming up for the final. It is monster. Check the lineup here. In this final, it's an all-USA battle. Dave Rogers, Rat Salt, John Rogers, and John Fryer. We got a couple of bookends in there with the two Johns, John Rogers and John Fryer. Rat Salt, the Disco Boy, and Dave Rogers, the battler. He is the winner from last year. Can he repeat again here this year? The 2000 champion, Dave Rogers, back there in third place right now. It is Rat Salt out in front. Hey, and look at this. Here comes John Fryer on the inside, and it is still Rat Salt. John Fryer second place. Dave Rogers has third. John Rogers in fourth. Dave Rogers makes a move. Oh, and a great cut in between Rat Salt and John Fryer. Dave Rogers taking over the lead. Here comes John Rogers. He connects with Rat Salt. Rat Salt gets relegated back to fourth place. He's going to be bummed about that. And it is John Rogers in third place. John Fryer in second place. Dave Rogers out there in front, and the field is spreading out. Rat Salt's got fourth place right now. Hey, that's respectable. This is the final, ladies and gentlemen. Out in front, Dave Rogers. Nobody's touching him, but hey, this guy, John Fryer, can ride. He really knows how to fly on that sled, and if anybody's going to catch him in this field, it's going to be John Fryer. And look at this, he's making a move to try and catch him on the inside of this track. He might have a bit of a weight advantage on Dave Rogers, and he is getting closer and closer. If this track is any longer, it's going to be a real battle into the finish area. Check these guys out coming across the finish line. Oh yeah, no doubt about it. Dave Rogers, John Fryer, John Rogers, and Rat Salt. Rat not looking too happy. Dave Rogers giving his bro, yeah, the props, and John Fryer takes second place. Dave Rogers, champion 2 years in a row. Nice job by the boys. Rogers coming in first and third. John Fryer, a second place. That's 2 times in a row for John Fryer as well. And it's a first time here for Rat Salt, who takes fourth place in this competition. There you see John Fryer doing his best to catch up with Dave Rogers, but Dave was just too fast for him today. I tell you what, though, if this course had been maybe 100 meters longer, Dave might have had some trouble with John Fryer, who is very, very fast, a really strong rider. And I don't know, 100 meters longer, and it might have been a different outcome for these boys here on the street luge. So we now have a new champion, or another champion, the same champion from last year, Dave Rogers of Rogers Brothers Racing. So there you see it, 1, 2, 3, and 4 in the final. It's Dave Rogers, John Fryer, John Rogers, and Rat Salt, all from the U.S.
Dave Rogers, well, you said we had to kick some butt, you've done it.
Yeah, 2 of us in the final and 2 of us on the podium. Couldn't be happier. That was kind of our ultimate goal here, was to get 2 of us on the podium at least. So, asking for 3, we thought that was a little bit too much. So
Maybe next year, Dad.
maybe next time. But yeah, I mean, really great race, great town, great people.
Ça va être un internet café, ça. Attends, Luge Online, c'est le meilleur. Baby. Eh ben, c'est là qu'il faut qu'on aille. Super bien, allez, viens, il aille.
Check our emails.
Bonjour. Hi. On est français, on vient pour le Downhill Extreme. Vous l'avez pas? Could we go online? Please, yes. We are looking for the competitors list on the website of DHX. Yes. We gotta find out who are. Thanks a lot.
Let's find out who's going to be here, man.
Oh yes, right now.
Lee Nancy?
Yeah, no, not Lee, but Stuart. South African little guy. So much information. So much information.
Must be missed for all the tea.
Where's Bobby tonight?
It's not on there.
Coming soon.
Sou do Brasil, estou aqui no Internet Café.
Found the internet
Pra dar uma olhada
cafe.
aqui no...
Found the website.
Expliquer pourquoi on a trouvé le website.
Figured out who's going to be here for the 2000 Red Bull Downhill Extreme.
Vamos ver quem são os melhores
Cape Town,
malucos
South
aí que tem mais
Africa.
chance.
All the best riders in the
L'édition
world.
2001 du Red Bull Extreme, ça va déchirer.
Inline, downhill skateboarding.
Diretamente do Brasil, vamos ver o que
Fast,
acontece
dangerous,
mesmo.
all
Autant
downhill.
Luge qu'en skateboard, parce que là, il y a vraiment les meilleurs.
All action.
Eles são os caras mais rápidos do mundo, vamos ver o que dá. Não é fácil. Vai.
All right, so we go back to the mountain and to our start lineup for semifinal number 1. This is heat 5 for these boys, and it is inline skate. Last year's champion in the gates there, that's Oscar Galeazzo. As well, we have Alex Spiegel, Franco Innocente, and Franco Favoretto, who are all racing for the top 2 spots to advance to the final. Same thing with these boys, top 2 advance to the final. Bottom 2 are put into the consolation final. And right out of the gates, Oscar Galeazzo, the strong Italian rider, going for the big hole shot and the lead. He has the lead, and he tucks into that very aerodynamic position that he is known for. Second place right now, it looks like it is Franco Innocente. And as they come down the course, put on the air brakes, it is Franco Innocente in second place. Here's a bit of action in third, though. It looks like Alex Spiegel makes a pass on Franco Favoretto, and then Franco Favoretto takes it back from Alex Spiegel. No doubt about it, though. Oscar Galeazzo out in front. Franco Innocente in second place. Oscar Galeazzo way out in front. Oh my! And it looks like we might have had a bit of a crash there. Looks like everybody's going still. Oscar Galeazzo still out in front. Just a tag on the hay up there, no problem, no crash. And it's Oscar Galeazzo being drafted heavily by Franco Innocente. Will he take over the lead coming into the last portion of this course? Drafting very hard on Oscar. Oscar's a big man, and he can be drafted easily by a smaller man like Franco Innocente. Innocente holding on to second, comes to the outside now. He's going to go back to the inside to try and make the pass. Oscar Galeazzo is going to hold him out, though, coming across the finish line first. Oscar Galeazzo with the win. Franco Innocente with second place. Those two guys advance to the final. And it is Franco Favoretto and Alex Spiegel going to the consolation. Here you see Franco Innocente drafting very heavily on Oscar Galeazzo, sucking wind as they call it in cycling, and he made Oscar pull him all the way along there. There you see Alex Spiegel coming clean through the corner. He just clipped the hay slightly on the outside of this turn because he went wide, but it was no problem, and he managed to get back up with him, and there is a skate view of our course. So advancing on to the final, Franco Innocente and Oscar Galeazzo, last year's champion. Okay, here we go with semi-final number 2. This is heat number 6, and we've got Sandro Bovo from Italy. He's the guy in yellow. Werner Ladurner from Austria. He's the big man on the left-hand side, wearing number 3. There's number 24, Stefano Galeazzo. That is Oscar's brother, obviously, from Italy. And then there's David Taccini, also from Italy, and he is in the pink helmet. Now watch these guys race here, ladies and gentlemen. Stefano Galeazzo out in front, an easy and commanding lead for him right now. Second place, we have Werner Ladurner from Austria. Werner Ladurner, a very strong rider, heavy boy, and super fast. Taccini having a little bit of a speed bobble heading towards the chicane in these 2 big 180 turns. And the super banana, that is Sandro Bovo in 4th place. He's a big man also. If anybody's going to catch these boys with some momentum speed, it's going to be him, but he's really got to start pouring it on if he wants to get down there. Oh no, and Sandro Bovo goes down. Super Banana takes out some of the hay bales. Looks like no harm done though. He's back up on his skates as we head down into the bottom half of the course with Stefano Galeazzo and Werner Ladurner, who is holding on to 2nd place. These guys, everybody seems to be drafting off of the Galeazzo boys. They're a couple of tall men, big boys, very fast, and it's a good person to draft off of if you're going to draft off of anyone. And here comes Werner Ladurner looking to make the pass on the outside. Will he be able to do it? Galeazzo looking very strong. Werner Ladurner makes a pass on the outside. Yeah, and he's going to win this one. He's stoked. And Galeazzo puts on the brake. It looks like Werner Ladurner place, and there is David Taccini coming in 3rd place. David Taccini and Sandro Bovo coming in 3rd and 4th will go to the consolation. And Werner Ladurner and Stefano Galeazzo will make it into the final. There was a very tight, close move to the hay by Stefano Galeazzo. A couple of strides to get him to the outside and add some speed in these hairpins. Looking very strong. The Galeazzo boys are both in the final. So it's another brother against brother battle in a final here. The first one we had on the day was the Rogers brothers in street luge, and now we have the Galeazzo brothers in inline. Werner Ladurner, Stefano Galeazzo advancing, David Taccini and Sandro Bovo going to the consolation round. All right, here it is, the consolation final. This is race number 7 for these guys here. In this one, we've got Alex Spiegel. There he is right there. Franco Favoretto from Italy. He's the man next to him wearing number 18. David Taccini, he is in the pink helmet next to Franco Favoretto, and Sandro Bovo, the super banana, on the far right-hand side of your screen in bib number 36. And out to a quick start, it is David Taccini. Oh no, it is Alex Spiegel getting tangled with somebody going down, and the super banana almost did a Superman over top of Spiegel. Sandro Bovo had to jump him, but Sandro Bovo has 2nd place in this consolation heat right now, and it is David Taccini in the pink helmet out in front. Here comes Alex Spiegel. No harm done on that crash. He's back up, and he is way in the back. And it is David Taccini in the pink helmet out in front. But hey, look at this. Franco Favoretto making a pass on the inside of the first part of the S-bend, making a quick turn in there and pumping a little bit to get some more speed through the second part of this big, hairy S-bend we've got here on Kloof Neck Road for the DHX. He still has the lead. Franco Favoretto, followed tightly by David Taccini and the super banana Sandro Bovo in the big yellow suit. Check them out as they come down here now. It's Sandro Bovo making a punch for the front. Sandro Bovo in the lead, putting on the speed brakes, the air brakes up there. Still Franco Favoretto in 2nd place and David Taccini in 3rd place. This is going to be a tight one for the 2nd place here. And it is Sandro Bovo going to come across that finish line in 1st place. There's a battle going on now. There's a little bit of touchy, lovey-feely stuff going on back there between those two Italians. And now there's a pass. Franco Favoretto takes 2nd place. So Sandro Bovo with 1st in this consolation final. Franco Favoretto in 2nd. David Taccini in the pink helmet takes 3rd, and Alex Spiegel will come across that line in 4th place, and that rounds out 5, 6, 7, and 8, and Sandro Bovo, the super banana, having a roll in the hay. Check out the sprint out the beginning. David Taccini just tags Alex Spiegel's skate, and he goes down hard. Sandro Bovo in the yellow suit has to jump him, and that put Alex Spiegel right at the back of the pack. And man, was there ever a lot of position changing in this race. It was a great race. before taking over and passing and position changing. Unbelievable action in this consolation final. You know, ladies and gentlemen, it could have been a final, but there you see it. Sandro Bovo, Franco Favoretto, 1 and 2. All right, here we go, up to the top of the course for our final, and it is Oscar Galeazzo, Franco Innocente, both of these guys Italian, but Franco coming from Switzerland. Werner Ledurner, he is number 3 from Austria, and Stefano Galeazzo is number 24. Now look at this. Stefano Galeazzo gets out to an early lead. Oscar Galeazzo's right there on his tail, and it is right behind him. Franco Innocento and Werner Ledurner holding down 4th place right now. Galeazzo brothers doing a little bit of position changing here. This is team play for these boys. They're looking at top 2 spots if they want to keep this all together. But hey, look at this. Innocente making an attempt at a pass on the inside. Now he takes over 2nd place, and it's Oscar Galeazzo out in front. Franco Innocente in 2nd place. Stefano Galeazzo in 3rd place. Werner Ledurner has 4th place. This is a tight race here, folks, and some good passing action going on already. Oh, Werner Ledurner takes him down hard, and he is down on the bottom half of the S-bend. The other 3 guys are unaware of what's happened, and he's back up and moving. He's okay, but he is out of this one. It is Oscar Galeazzo, Franco Favoretto, and Stefano Galeazzo out in front. Excuse me, Franco Innocente has 2nd place, and here they are. Now they're coming in tight, the brothers, and there's a little touch. Another one, wondering where he's going to pass, looking for that lane. And it is still Oscar Galeazzo. Oh, there's a big pass by Stefano Galeazzo, and it's going to be Oscar Galeazzo, Stefano Galeazzo, and Franco Innocente.
Looks like it's Galeazzo, Galeazzo, and Innocente.
They're bringing down 4th place. And a quick roll in the hay for Oscar Galeazzo, winning this one and his 2nd championship in a row at the Red Bull Downhill Extreme. Getting congratulations from his brother Stefano. Here you see, check it out how tight this is. The Galeazzo brothers right there coming super close to the hay, and it is Stefano or Franco Innocente right there in between them, passing Stefano Galeazzo in the 1st turn, and he held on to that 2nd place all the way to the lower half of the course. It's unbelievable action here in this final, very exciting final here with the Galeazzo brothers and Franco Innocente and Werner Ledurner. Werner Ledurner, what a story here. Coming out real hard in the 2nd of the 2 turns in this big, dirty S-bend, tags the hay and goes down like a ton of bricks. He eats the big cement hill, doesn't get hurt, gets back up because he's a battler and he wanted to get into this race. Now here, the tight battle right there. A quick look by Franco Innocente over at Stefano Galeazzo. Gets squeezed into the hay, had to put the brakes on a little bit, and he gets 3rd place. So Oscar and Stefano Galeazzo 1 and 2. Franco Innocente and Werner Ledurner 3 and 4.
A race of no brotherly love, maybe, because you won it again, 200ths of a second. You got a big lot of support behind you. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. It was unbelievable. It was really hard because Franco Innocente, it was really very fast. We were very close all the time at the start, and I feeling on the back of me. I feeling a little touching, and that's for what? Pay attention, I want to pass you. So I'm feeling, where do you go? Left or right, left or right. I'm watching under my legs like this. And but I choose the line, and he didn't know which line best to pass me. So that's the only thing, because he was faster than me, for sure.
Well, Oscar, you said it was a little easier in the heats, but you knew it was going to be tough in the final, and all the Italians dominating this event. Just tell us very quickly what it is about this race and the Italians.
Oh, I have to say, Franco Innocente is an Italian name, but it's from Switzerland. And he looks
but
like
the Galeazzos in the consolation final are all Italian.
He looks like the same Italians. He's dead. He's from Italian. And me and Stefano like to come here in Cape Town, and all Italian say thank you very much to Cape Town, because we are very happy to come here. All the people are friendly, and the competition is great. Thank you very much to the Red Bull, because he work like a professional, and I'm feeling like professional in this event.
No, I'm not hearing him at all. Yeah, I've got you now. Okay, are we going to race number 5 for the skateboard? Okay.
The downhill extreme came about 2 years ago, and all us old school skaters just decided to give it a go. I mean, we're up for anything fast and inspiring. That's why we ride hills. I think the local support is fantastic. It's far superior than any other place I've been to in the world. They're all willing to come up and spend a day in the sun, check out the speed racing. And even just on the run up to the downhill, everyone's so willing to let you skate the streets, and everyone's very friendly out here in Cape Town. It's really good. Skating, it helps you keep in touch with your energy and helps you pull out your energy and keep you earthed. And without skating, sometimes you might feel like you're just drifting, and gives you a lot more purpose, and it really gets your adrenaline going, and it makes your body, you use what your body's made to be used. You know, you use your full potential of your abilities. I'd say best preparation for downhill skateboarding is just to have a clear mind, confidence, and faith in your abilities. And also just willing to go all out and try your best and enjoy it. I'm collecting water from Table Mountain. I feel this is going to earth me, protect me, just keep me closer to the mountain and environs. I do this every week. I live on Table Mountain water.
All right, so we're going to go up and check out race number 5. This is the first race that Dallas Overholzer was racing in. It's an all RSA race here. Dallas is in there, Michael Zeitzman's in there, Rudy Vioen's in there, Paul Kaczynski's in there, and right out of the gate, a huge hole shot by Dallas Overholzer. He's got the big O on his bum for Oakley. He is out in the lead, and check out his style. He's very stand-up, very stable, and very aerodynamic with his hands in behind him. Dallas Overholzer way out in front of the rest of the pack on this one. Now in stand-up skateboarding, as opposed to in street luge or in the inline skating, you have to be on top and very stable coming down through this crazy S-bend on the Koopnek Road. And check out the style by rider number 3 there. That is Michael Zeitzman. He gets a little tangled up, and oh, all the back 3 riders go down. There's Michael Zeitzman, Rudy Vioen, and Paul Kaczynski all going down, leaving the road wide open for Dallas Overholzer in this 8th final, and this is going to put Dallas up into quarterfinal action. Now the job is to catch up to the 2nd place here and take that 2nd place. It's the only other qualifying spot, and it looks like Paul Kaczynski is in there right now. Let's see how he does. Paul Kaczynski, and it is Rudy Vioen going at it. They're going to try and battle for that 2nd place spot. Dallas Overholzer way out in front. You see him there, still holding that super slick style. Nobody's even going to come close to Dallas, and He puts on the air brakes coming across that finish line. The question here is who is going to take that second place and final qualifying spot. Now in this one, the bottom two guys are DQ, or not DQ, but eliminated. And coming into the finish area, it is number 3, Michael Zeitzman, taking second place and advancing to quarterfinal action. Here you see, there's Michael Zeitzman, gets a little on the hard edge of his toe edge and then comes down on his butt. He gets down, gets back up right quick, no injuries there, sees that the other two guys whacked out, having some trouble, and he was the first guy back on his board and fast enough to catch that second place position. Here you see another view of it. Runs back up as Dallas leaves them all in his dust, and he manages to get back on his board first. And here you see a view from one of our guys doing the stand-up of what it's like to go down this course on a stand-up. And man, the speeds are hairy. All right, and the guys and gals in the crowd out to support the locals, the RSA boys coming out to race, and the Dallas crew is in there somewhere, and also the Halp Bay gang. Now we're going down to check out some of the action at La Med that happened all day long.
Pick the course that you take. Is it fake? There's no remorse for a fake. We will break. Time of black source of dough that we make. You'll collapse, feel the forceful intake. Witness the peace as we innovate. Wills extraordinary, expose, it's too late. Pattern pioneer, remember consolate. Apple in fact, if it's not my mistake. Bum stickity, bum stickity. Yeah.
Here we are back, and this is the second race that Dallas Oberholzer raced in heat number 11. This is quarterfinal action, and we've got Dallas in there. Michael Zeitzman's in there as well, advancing from his previous race. USA guy Eric Lee, and also the funny helmet wearing Chris Chaput is in there. So it's the RSA versus the USA in this heat of 4 riders, and the gate opens up for our guys. And check out Chris Chaput in this leather speed suit with the 1D pad on and that crazy aerodynamic helmet. Chris Chaput up there in first place. Dallas Oberholzer has second place. Chris Chaput has that aerodynamic advantage, but Dallas Oberholzer has the advantage of weight and knowing this road like the back of his hand. Third place right now goes to Eric Lee out of the U.S. wearing bib number 32, and here's the pass. Dallas Oberholzer making a pass, not bothering to put on the air brakes. Chris Chaput put him on too soon, and he slowed right down, and he gets relegated now back to third place. Dallas Oberholzer is out in front. Eric Lee has second place. Chris Chaput way back and forth now. Too much braking on his part. Dallas Oberholzer with the lead. Eric Lee in second place. It looks like number 13 possibly. No, it's number 3. Michael Zeitzman has second place or third place, and Dallas Oberholzer with the lead right now. Dallas Oberholzer and Eric Lee out in 1 and 2 positions. Those are the only 2 qualifying positions. The bottom 2 guys will be eliminated from competition. Dallas Oberholzer, Eric Lee looking very good coming into the bottom half of the course. Check out the gloves on Eric Lee in the next pass here. They're big old iron workers gloves for welding. This is the only way these guys can get some protection without putting major plastic on if they want to have their hands protected from the crash. Eric Lee, Dallas Oberholzer 2 and 1. Dallas Oberholzer with the lead. The battle here is for fourth place, but it's not going to matter.
South Africa takes first place. All right.
Dallas Oberholzer first. Those 2 guys advance on to the next round of semifinal action.
Eric Lee held on to that second position. Check it.
Confirmed. Eric Lee.
Right on, Eric. I gave you too much rope. We didn't avoid
Eric Lee telling Dallas that he just gave him a little too much room, thinking he could have caught up with him. There you see that style, that individual style of Dallas Oberholzer coming into the course. So Dallas Oberholzer, Eric Lee, are into the semis. Chris Chaput and Michael Zeitzman eliminated. All right, let's go to the top of the course. This is heat number 13, semifinal action. This one has Daryl Freeman, Freewheelin' Freeman from the U.S. Stuart Bradburn's in there from the RSA. Eli Smouse, that's Mighty Smouse from the U.S. And Rolly Hafner from Switzerland are in this heat. And check out the huge hole shot by Eli Smouse with a great burst out of the gate and a ton of power on his pushes. Eli Smouse with the early lead, taking it down course with his white wheels and his gray helmet. Second place, it looks like it is number 50, Rolly Hafner in the Red Bull helmet. But there might be a pass here, some braking going on. Yeah, it is Rolly Hafner in second place. Eli Smouse out in front, Mighty Smouse in front. Is there going to be a pass here by one of the other riders? It looks like there is. Yeah, it is. It looks like Stuart Bradburn made the pass. Eli Smouse with the lead. Stuart Bradburn now has second place. Wait a minute, now he's back in fourth place, Stuart Bradburn. Daryl Freeman possibly in second place. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, it is. Eli Smouse out in front. Daryl Freeman second place. So it is a USA-RSA battle again for the top spot in the race. Daryl Freeman, Freewheelin' Freeman making the pass on Eli Smouse. Wow, great move by Freewheelin' Freeman. And Smouse is now in second place. Mighty Smouse is going to have to put on the Chargers to catch up with Daryl Freeman. Daryl Freeman has a solid lead, and he's mimicking that style of Dallas Oberholzer. Eli Smouse, ooh, he's getting a battle on here for that third place. That second place is the only qualifier. Third place man coming hard on him, but it's going to be Daryl Freewheelin' Freeman, Eli, Mighty Smouse, 1 and 2. The other two guys, Rolly Hafner and Stuart Bradburn, eliminated. Good racing by these boys. There's a little braking by Daryl Freeman. Eli out in front there. Daryl had his sights set on Eli, and he knew he could catch up with Eli just a matter of time. This is a very long course, so it just takes patience and a little bit of brains, and you can catch these guys and do the do. So, moving on to the final, Daryl Freeman and Eli Smouse going to consolation, Stuart Bradburn and Rolly Hafner. All right, looks like we might be having a little technical difficulty here. We're going to get things laid up, and here we go. It is semifinal number 2, big race right here. We got Dallas Oberholzer in there, Eric Lee is in there, Arnold Gray is in there, and Manu Antuna is in there. Manu Antuna, last year's champion, been having trouble on the starts all day long, ended up in 4th place in every single one of his races coming off the starts, but managed to get through and qualify in each one of these races. And it is Dallas Oberholzer out in front right now. Right behind him, it looks like Arnold Gray, then Eric Lee, and then Manu Antuna. Check Manu Antuna's style. Very low slung, very knee to the ground, and very aerodynamic, and that for that reason he catches up to second place from 4th out of the gates. Dallas Oberholzer is going to have a battle on his hands if he doesn't pour it on. Oh, and the rider goes down. It looks like that was Eric Lee going down. It was Eric Lee going down, and it is Arnold Gray in 3rd place, and Manu Antuna battling hard for that 1st place spot with Dallas Oberholzer. Dallas Oberholzer having some front running time out there, and there's Arnold Gray going down, and Eric Lee makes the pass coming out of the chicanes. And as we see them coming down, there is Dallas Oberholzer with the lead. Manu Antuna focusing hard, little wobble there, no problems though, he keeps it together. Number 47, Manu Antuna, last year's champion, catching up to Dallas Oberholzer. Check it out, the speed is insane. Dallas Oberholzer and Manu Antuna, two distinctly different riding styles. Dallas more upright, very aerodynamic still. Manu Antuna got the advantage of weight and aerodynamics at this point, and coming across the line, oh my, it is, and it was Manu Antuna just Overholter for the qualifying spots in that final. So Dallas and Manu both going to the final. Arnold Gray and Eric Lee in the consolation final. Check it out. We got Dallas Oberholzer going through the bottom half of the S-bends. Great style on Dallas's part. And look, here comes the battling Manu and Tuna. Oh, and there goes Arnold Gray hitting the hay. He's riding for Boogaloos. And Dallas just gets edged out by Manu and Tuna coming into the finish area. Manu's got that deer in the headlights look crashing into the finish there. And these guys both qualify. And Dallas is stoked.
Okay, guys, hop in this bus, please.
And there's their ride back to the top, and these boys are going to hop back in and go into the final. Dallas Oberholzer again, and Manu Antuna's in there. Arnold Gray and Eric Lee, oh, they're going to be in that consolation final, and that's the first race we're going to see coming into it. All right, here it is, the consolation final. This is race number 15 for these boys. Stuart Bradburn, Rolly Hafner, Arnold Gray, and Eric Lee. We got a couple of RSA boys in Stuart Bradburn and Arnold Gray. Swiss man, Rolly Hafner's in there as well. He's got the Red Bull helmet on, and Eric Lee is out of the USA. He's got the red visor on him. Wait for the gates open, and here we go. Eric Lee wearing number 32 on the far left-hand side of your screen, and it is an early tuck by our Swiss guy, Rolly Hafner, in the back of the pack wearing the blue pants, and he has got number 50 on. And it's a Boogaloos rider, Arnold Gray, out in front. South African boy representing well with those bright orange wheels and the Boogaloos banner down his right leg. He's a goofy foot rider. That means he's got his right foot forward, putting on the air brakes a little bit there, coming down into the lead up to this big, crazy double 180 chicane. And we got a rider sliding out and going down, and it looks like it was Eric Lee and Arnold Gray both going down. No, wait a minute. Eric Lee and Rolly Hafner both went down, so they're going to have some work to do to catch up to our leader, and that is number 12, Arnold Gray out in front, and Stuart Bradburn. And we got another crash in this race. Who's the first back on their board is going to determine this win, probably. Stuart Bradburn gets on his board first. And it was Arnold Gray having some trouble. And now here come Rolly Hafner and Eric Lee passing Stuart Bradburn. Man, this race is all over the map. This is a crazy constellation. Can you believe it, ladies and gentlemen? In the audience, it's nuts. And it's Eric Lee out in front with those distinctive welding gloves. And right behind him, Rolly Hafner wearing his number 50 and the Red Bull helmet. Now Rolly Hafner vying for that pass. Eric Lee wanted to keep him out. Eric Lee out of the U.S. Rolly Hafner from Switzerland. Rolly Hafner riding for Red Bull. Eric Lee, he's got them Randall trucks on there. Oh, and it's Eric Lee out in front. Rolly Hafner was second place. Here comes Stuart Bradburn, number 28. But it's going to be Eric Lee, number 12, going across the line first. I'm sorry, that's Arnold Gray going across the line first. And Rolly Hafner coming in second. Now, wait a minute, I'm all whacked out. It's Eric Lee coming across the line first. Rolly Hafner, and those two guys are 1 and 2 in this race here. Eric stoked to be riding the Black Fly Dregs board. Check it out. All this crash is happening here into the hay bales. These guys go, get back up, get on their boards, and there's another crash at the beginning of this. Unbelievable action in this heat here as these guys racing to get back on their boards. So let's check out these results and make sure it's all right. There it is. Eric Lee gets first place in this one. Rolly Hafner second. Third goes to Stuart Bradburn. And fourth, Arnold Gray from the RSA, representing very well for South Africa. All right, enough talk. Let's get it on. It is the final. Gerald Freeman, Eli Smouse, Dallas Oberholzer, and Manu Antuna. Ready, fight! And the gate is open, and the guys are on course. This will be a battle. Once again, Manu Antuna trying hard to get the whole shot.
Dallas is in the lead going into the very first turn. Oh yeah, you gotta make some noise for this boy. This is it, the final race, the 2001 DHX.
Gerald Freeman in third, and Manu Antuna has fourth, but check out the style by Manu Antuna. Passes Gerald Freeman, passes Eli Smouse, takes over second place. He is second only to Dallas Oberholzer now. Manu Antuna, unbelievably big, unbelievably strong, and two very distinct styles. Going to cause trouble here. Coming in, and we got riders going down. It looks like it is Gerald Freeman going down, and it is a change of third, 24, Eli Smouse in fourth place. Dallas Oberholzer still has a huge lead. Where on earth is Dallas? Oh no, he's way in back. He must have gone down. So it's Manu Antuna with the lead. Eli Smouse has second place. Dallas Oberholzer now has third place. Along comes the draw from Manu Antuna. It might have been Dallas Oberholzer's race had he not gone down up there. And it's Manu Antuna all the way putting down his aerodynamic style. Eli Superman or Mighty Smouse right behind him. A distinct low slung style. Quite stand up still though. And Dallas Oberholzer holding down third place in this
Manu
race.
streaking his way down into first position, followed by Eli Smouse. Number 24 from California, Eli.
Dallas Oberholzer in third place. And Eli, Mighty Smouse takes down second. Manu Antuna, how stoked are you? Winning the championship 2 years in a row. The Frenchman is excited.
John Ryder's having a little roll around in the hay.
Eating a little hay for the boys down there. Manu Antuna fully stoked. So, final results. Manu Antuna with the win. Eli Smouse has got second. Third goes to Dallas Oberholzer and Daryl Freeman with fourth. Eric Lee has fifth, and that's our top five.
Manu, congratulations, well done. That was a heck of a race. Let's just get the congratulations over here. Congratulations, how do you feel now that it's over?
Feel happy. Happy, really.
Just tell us about this tactic of yours. Every race you do, you start out maybe third or fourth, even right at the back, but slow start, but you always manage to catch them up and overtake them quite easily during the race.
Actually, I just took my time because the race is long, and I know that in a long race you don't have to take risks in the beginning. So I was wise, and I think wisdom is the secret.
Well, wisdom it was now, but this was a quality field. There was a lot of support here for Dallas Oberholzer. When he hit the front in the beginning, were you maybe a little worried? You just stay with your tactics?
Don't know. Anyway, what I will say to all the supporters of Dallas is that Dallas deserves to win, and he's one of the biggest and the greatest champion that I know at the moment.
All right. Manu, congratulations. Well done. There we go. Congratulations for Dallas Oberholzer as well.
Manu Antuna, the champion here, and a class act, shaking the champagne up. Ladies and gentlemen, what an unbelievable contest and day of racing we've seen here at the Red Bull Downhill Extreme. Come on back and join us next year. Peace out, everyone. Ciao.